What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Genevieve here, and today we are doing another speed build. So today I decided to create a small, tiny, basically off-the-grid home. I don't know if I really achieved the off-the-grid part, but I tried. So there is no electronics in this home besides the lighting. So I do want to mention that. We can always just pretend that they're candlelit lights on the wall if you want. But everything else is basically off the grid, like the stove and the fridge. So I thought that was really cool, and we are building in Oasis Springs, so the desert area, and I just thought it fit perfectly with the style of this home. So as I mentioned, it's a tiny home, so the feel or the personality that I was going with the person that lives in here, it's quite a sad story that I just decided to put towards this home and towards the person living here. So it's a teenage girl who decided to move into the middle of nowhere and be off the grid and have no communication whatsoever with anybody outside of the world. She lost both of her parents, and she just decided that she just wants to get away for a while and doesn't want to associate herself with anybody. So that's basically what I went for with this home. So there is only one bedroom, one bathroom, so her room is very purple. So I just wanted to make it seem as though it fits a teenage girl, just to match the whole story behind this home. But yeah, let me know what you think about that storyline, and if you feel like it matches this home, or as I always mention, if you do want to download this home, it is in the Sims 4 gallery. You can download it with my origin ID, which is Genevieve007, and then you can always just change the storyline and change the color scheme of the bedroom just to fit your preferences. So yeah, so that's just the background of how I started to create this home and how I designed it and decorated it basically. So right now we're just busy with the exterior of this home. It is very small, as I mentioned, and it's very wooden. So I wanted to make it seem as though she didn't have a lot of money, so she had to build her home basically from scratch, and she used a whole lot of wood beacons and things like that to build this home. So yeah, so right now we're just adding a bit of greenery around the house. I know Oasis Springs is very desert-like, so it's preferred to build something that's related to that, but I felt like just with all the desert surroundings, it just makes it feel like the home is not as welcoming as it should be. So I just decided to add some greenery, and now we're just adding a little pond area just to give some style to this home and make it look like the pond, or she absolutely loves gardening, and she built this pond just so that she can have some relaxation and just aromatic, I don't know what you call it, aromatic, I don't know, just like have that aroma feel. I think that's the word, aroma. I'm not too sure, but anyways. So yeah, so we also just added a few cactuses to fit with the desert theme. And then yeah, so I didn't know what to do in this area. It's a very big area, but I didn't want to include too much like seating spaces, or there is quite a few seating spaces, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't want to include like a whole bunch of braai areas and a party area, because that just didn't fit the feel of this home. So as you can see, I just added a tiny little braai in the end, or barbecue if you want to say, and then we're going to add in a chair in this area as well, just a 3-seater I think it is. So right now we're just extending the back. So if you look at this home in the front, it looks very small, but it is a decent size for one sim, which I feel is very nice. And then I wanted to include like a cat or a dog, because she is very lonely, or wants to be very lonely. So I thought having a pet would be really nice, but I forgot to add the dog and cat stuff. So if you want that in your home, you're more than welcome to find space and put a bed and a food bowl for the animals. So at the back I just added a tiny pool. So I just felt like it's very hot in Oasis Springs all the time, and she is a teenager, so she definitely just wants to catch a tan and just relax in the pool area at the back, so also no one can see her, and she's very off the grid if that makes sense. So yeah, so right now we're just finishing with the pool area. I did struggle with the decor in the back here. I just did not know what to put anywhere. So yeah, you can see I'm just like fiddling with a whole bunch of objects and seeing what will fit, but eventually I just left it plain and simple, and I just added 2 lights in the back. And yeah, I think just with tiny homes you can't over clutter, which I feel is perfect. So I'm glad I didn't add a whole bunch of cluttered items everywhere on the walls and what I normally do. So yeah, so right now we just finished putting that chair area that I just spoke about, and a little what is it, like a straw carpet. I know there's a specific word for them, but oh my gosh, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning here. I woke up like an hour ago to do this voiceover because I have to go to work, so my brain is a bit but anyways, we'll get over that. And yeah, so now we just added 2 more seating areas in the front there. As I mentioned, I did not know what to do with that space, but I definitely wanted to fill it. So there's a lot of seating areas for one person, but I just feel like, you know, eventually if she wants to come out of her shell and start communicating and socializing and meeting people, then at least there's enough space in her home. Or if she eventually meets someone, and yeah, it's just, at least there's space for a bunch of scenarios that could happen in the future. So I was very happy with that. And right now we're just busy with the kitchen, so I went with the wooden like feel of the countertops, and also it's wickery. I think that's what it's called, the mat. It's wickery. I'm sure it's that. But anyway, so also added a few chairs and a dining table. And then there's the off-the-grid stove and fridge. So as I'm aware, these do not use electricity, which is very nice. So it also saves her on her electricity bills. And then we added a do-it-yourself sink. So obviously, I think with regards to that, she will not use water directly from the pipe and or maybe from a borehole, if that even exists. So yeah, so right now we're just adding a few shelves, and then we're going to add a few cluttered items just to make it more homely and just feel like she loves doing her own DIY things, obviously cooking for herself and not ordering takeout. And yeah, she obviously does her own laundry. She doesn't have a washing machine, so she does her clothes by hand. And yeah, so I really enjoyed this build. I wanted to do something that was very simple, very small, not usually what I'm used to. So I really enjoyed this build, and I really hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you are enjoying my content, please subscribe to my channel. That would be absolutely amazing. And if you are enjoying any videos or have any ideas related to certain builds that you would love to see, you can put that in the comment section below, and I'll definitely put my mind to the test and build what you guys want to see. I always see what's out there and what people recommend other Sims to build, so I definitely look around there, and a tiny home as well as like base game builds. If you want me to do another base game build, I just did a suburban one a few days ago, so if you enjoy those builds, I'll definitely do that again. I really had a lot of fun doing that. But anyways, we got off topic. So right now we're just finishing with the little decors and just filling up the spaces in this area. So we did add a small couch. As I mentioned, it's off the grid, so there's no TV and no electronics in this home besides the lights. Her lamp is not as a candle, so we got that right. And yeah, so now we're just starting off with her bedroom. As I mentioned, her bedroom is very purple, very girly, and I just wanted to make it feel like she is just that type of person that is a very girly girl, but her home is designed very plain and simple and very rustic, if you would say. I would say a bit rustic on the outside, especially with all the wood. But yeah, so very purple, very white, and I love that butterfly picture. I probably use that in every single build of mine. It's just so pretty, and the colors that the frames come in is absolutely gorgeous, so I definitely love using that. And then those little flowers as well on top of the bookshelf just look so pretty. And yeah, so we almost finished with her bedroom, and then we're going to move on to the bathroom. So the bath and the toilet are like very old toilets, and they don't connect to any sewage lines or things like that as far as I'm aware. So yeah, very brown. Her bathroom is very brown, and then obviously you got the do-it-yourself sink in the bathroom as well. So yeah, so After this, we're going to carry on with the landscaping, just finishing a few touches to the home and making sure everything is perfect as I like it. And yeah, well, we're always coming up to the end of this video. There are snippets in the end of each room and this home in general. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.